Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Lorraine Lamb to have a book review on P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. This is a sequel to All the Boys I'd Loved Before, so if you haven't read that book, just be aware that there will be spoilers from that book, but not from this book. This book review will be spoiler-free for this one. So just keep in mind, if you haven't read the first one and want to check out my review, I'll link it in the down bar so you can go ahead and watch. So basically, this book picks up pretty much right where we left, well actually right where we left off, not pretty much. And I really enjoyed this book, but before I get into that, first I'm going to break it down. So this review will be in 5 different categories: plot, characters, cover, suspense, and overall terms again very soon. 5 out of 5, not so soon, 1 out of 5. Also, I read this as a buddy read with Steph from the Book Hopper, so I'm going to link her channel and her blog in the down bar. I urge you to go check out her content because I really enjoy it. And yes, basically I had really high expectations going into this because Steph had said her sister really enjoyed this one more than the first book. And I liked the first book, but the first time I went and read it because, I read it a little while, not during my buddy read, I read it full. But before that I read a little bit of it and I couldn't get into it. Not right before that, but farther back. And this book didn't take me at all anything to get back into the series. I feel like this was a really strong sequel. A few weeks ago by this point, you've probably seen, if you've seen my Top 5 Wednesday, I do talk a lot about how I think this is a great sequel. So I'll link that in the down bar too, so you can check that out. So plot, also if I'm looking down looking at my notebook, I don't know if I mentioned that. So plot I give a 5 out of 5. I thought this was an extremely strong sequel. I really liked where everybody went in the book. I thought the ending was a little bit abrupt, but it also ended, I could see if this was the end of the series being set, I probably would have got a lower rating if this was the actual end of the series because it was originally a duology. But since I know there's a 3rd book coming, I don't think this is a horrible ending. And that might just be because of the place where I'm reading. If I had read it when it just came out with everybody else and I hadn't known that there was going to be a 3rd book, I'd probably be a lot more upset with the ending. But because I had that that further knowledge, not reading it right when it came out, I know that there is a 3rd book. So it the ending being a little abrupt did not really take away from my ultimate score of the book. I really loved how you got more insight into the characters. It continued on a lot of storylines. I really love how close a family is in this book. I think family is really important, so I like to see that represented in books because a lot of the time it is not. Unless you're reading historical fiction, but even that is too dramatic with the family. But I feel like this family is a really nice low-key family that really cares for each other. There's not really that many dramatics with the family structure, so I enjoy that too because it's kind of more realistic portrayal of a family. Characters I give a 4.5 out of 5. So this book also introduced John more into the book, and he was introduced in the first book. And I really enjoyed his characterization, and I also really enjoyed Lara Jean. I really liked how she was, she still focused on things she loves, but I really loved her little scrapbooking parts and that kind of thing. I loved how she was interactive, everybody in this book for the most part. Peter was okay during this book. I just wish he was better at communicating. And yeah, I really like all the characters. I don't really have a downfall. The side character, the thing is, I really love these characters, but I find it kind of hard to connect with certain ones. That's why I gave it a 0.5 off. There's just a little something I can't put my foot on. I just don't know. And cover, I give a 5 out of 5. There's this. I really love these covers of these series. Everybody's videos I've seen talking about this book is pretty much in agreement that this is a beautiful cover. These covers in series are so pretty. I just love the blue tones in this with the regular background. I like how the girl's just really stylish sitting there. Even all the backgrounds, the biology textbook even manages to look cool. And I'm not a science person. And then I also really love the typography. I love how it looks like cursive and it's put right on the spine. And I love when they have continuity between the cover font and the spine font. It is really aesthetically pleasing to me. Suspense, I give 5 out of 5. I just want to read this a lot. I read the last half of the book in a day. Mostly, no, it was partially because of book 2. If I was starting the next day and I wanted a clean slate. But necessarily, because I was busy that day and I pushed through this because I really wanted to read it in the most part. It was for both reasons, but mostly because I wanted to read it. I was fine bringing it on to the book 2-a-thon, but in my heart, I really wanted to finish it because I wanted to know what was going to happen. And overall, I give this book a 5 out of 5. I definitely reread this again. It's a fast read, it's a good read, and it's a strong sequel. So all good recipes for a hypothetical reread in the near future. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely let me know what you thought of P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.